It all started in Wyoming, where I was born, by my mother, who was a crackhead. I was very small, 3.5 pounds, and I guess ever since then, it has fueled my poetry, but it has come with a price, because everything in my life has at least been small. As a toddler, I was only 1 foot and 2 inches, and now my penis is extraordinarily small. You said inspiration?
Yes.
How it all started? Well, in elementary school, I had a teacher who was a great guy. I mean, he taught me how to wrestle after class, of course, and he taught me how to really fuel my poetry. Later, he was arrested for pedophilia, but that's not important. So I guess it all started a couple years ago when I had my first real poetry show. I was just getting started, and do you know the homeless shelter on 9th Street? Or
Yeah, it's a woman's shelter.
Yeah. That was a really great day for me. All of the women were clapping. I truly felt that. I guess I really put my heart into it. I talked about my mother and how she was a crack addict, which I think really identified with a lot of them. It was just great. And then my second show was at the Taj Mahal in India, of course. That was just my next big show, and that was great. I mean, I'm not sure how I jumped so quickly like that, and I did, and it was truly amazing. And that was like the rise for me. I performed at the White House 10 times, even though
Which administration?
Oh, the Bush administration, the best administration, the one that truly helped our country. So, the fall, I mean, I stayed up there for a while.
You were making money.
I was making lots of.
You're everywhere. I remember seeing you everywhere.
Thank God.
I was like, who is this beautiful child? I just want to snuggle him at night.
Huh. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So what happened?
I started doing China White.
China White?
Yes, it has an absurd name, but it's an actual drug. It's a form of heroin, crack, and cocaine.
Holy cow.
Put together.
How much is it?
Only $9,000 a hit.
Where can I find it?
I mean, there's this little place called Bard High School Early College, and it might have changed, but that's where
I'm gonna look into that.
I'm glad I can help, but I would not advise doing that. It really destroyed my career. And that's what truly made me fall. I started doing slam poetry with, slam poet people you know today, slam poet artists you know today. Lil Wayne started where I started. We were in the same slam poetry group at Columbia.
Columbia University?
Columbia University, New
Oh.
York, right here, yeah.
Great school.
Great school.
My cousin goes.
Scholarship.
My cousin goes there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a good school. Kudos to you. But that was my main fall when I started getting China White at Bard High School Early College. And it was never the same. After that, I couldn't get anything good. All of my stuff was just bad. It was like Obama today, like that bad.
He's a socialist. We don't like
obviously.
them.
And
America. Whew.
who does Michelle Obama think she is? I'm not sure. But
Ethan Sunborn.
yeah.
Tell me where you got that name.
Well, in Nova Scotia, while I was growing up, I stayed in a nudist community. That was an odd time in my life. But I stayed in the nudist community, and that's what they called me, the Sunborn child, because I really started there, and I loved basking in the sun.
I was reading that you had a giant mark on your glutes. A giant sun mark.
Yes.
And that's why they called you that. And your small penis.
Yeah. We don't really need to go into the second one.
Small penis.
Yes. But I do have a large sun shape on my gluteus maximus because of in the nudist colony, I was once really enjoying the sand and sun on the beach, and I fell asleep, and my gluteus maximus got extraordinarily burned, and now it is forever sun marked.
Ethan Sunborn. Tell me about where you are now. How is life?
Well, I've been trying to hand out and get new jobs.
Trying to get your life back on track, but
Life where it was before.
how is it going?
I have sold 2 copies.
2 copies. That's horrible, dude. What's wrong with you? I know this is an interview, but you're a total failure. I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
2 copies just today. I sold 8 copies in total.
8 copies.
8.
What is it called? Your latest work?
Ethan the Sunborn child.
Ethan the Sunborn.
Going back to my origins.
Your roots.
I'll read a poem there. This is part of my early stuff, and I'm trying to bring that back with new stuff. So, a banana is peeled. Another person dies. Leaves fall. Life. Love. Passion. The great escape. The great fall. Life is a banana, not yet ripe, but swollen in a shield of intricate anomalies. The bombastic child eats the banana, and life fluctuates into a flower. It blossoms. It dies. The water of the child is born. Sunborn. The Sunborn child.
That was terrible. Dude, that's terrible. You gotta work. I'm sorry. That was. Yeah.
I think we are done with this interview because you truly do not appreciate what I have done for the world.
You are a disgrace to humanity.
How does one even consider that if George Bush himself says I was great?
He's the greatest man ever.
Well, if he's the greatest man and he says I'm pretty great, I think we have come to the conclusion.
What about I heard about that in the news that you were so high on that white China that you went to some.
White?
I'm sorry. You went on that China white. You were so high that you went to Lindsay Lohan's apartment and you tried to steal all of her bras, and they fit you. Which is her bras fit you. Her bras fit you, and you're high and.
Are we done with this interview? I think we're done.
Ah.
Up a mountain. Directions. Where should I go? Where should you go? A painter paints. No shit. Everything is connected. Connected. Connectedness. When reaction to it.